Good afternoon, everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain the MLT experiment 9 association rule learning using a priori algorithm. And then first, I imported the required libraries, pandas for handling the data set, numpy for numerical operations, and combinations from item tools to generate item combinations. And then I loaded the data set. Next, I loaded the data set shop1.csv using pandas. I displayed the first few rows using head to understand the data. And then converting data into transactions. What I did is I converted the data set into a list of transactions using values.list. Each row represents one transaction containing items purchased together. I also printed the total number of transactions. And then setting the minimum support. I set the minimum support value is equal to 0.08. Then I converted it into support count by multiplying it with the total transactions. This determines how frequently an item set must appear to be considered important. And then extracting the unique items. I extracted all unique items from the data set by looping through each transactions. I ignored missing values using not now and stored only valid items. And then generating candidate item sets C1, C2. I started with a single item sets called C1. Then I iteratively generated candidate item sets by combining previous frequent sets. And then counting support for item sets. What I did is for each candidate item set, I checked how many transactions contain the item set. I stored the count in a dictionary. This step calculates how frequently each item set appears. And then finding frequent item sets L1, L2. What I did is I filtered the candidate item sets based on the support count. Only those items that need the minimum support were selected as frequent item sets. I printed candidate sets and frequent sets for each iteration. And then generating the higher level item sets. What I did is I generated larger item sets by combining smaller frequent item sets using combinations. This process continued until no more frequent item sets were found. And then generating association rules. What I did is from the frequent item sets, I generated association rules. For each item set, I split it into left hand side and right hand side. Calculated confidence using the formula. Confidence is equal to support A union B by support of A. This shows how strongly items are related. And then displaying all rules. I printed all generated rules along with the confidence values. If no rules were generated, I displayed a message like no association rules generated. And then filtering strong rules. Finally, I filtered rules with a confidence greater than or equal to 50%. These are considered strong and useful association rules. Thus, I successfully implemented the Apriori algorithm to find frequent item sets and generated association rules based on support and confidence. That's all. Thank you.